tell me, what did you do this morning to prepare to get here?
Put on some clothes.
Amen. You mean you didn't put on those sweatpants? I won't get into business. Okay. You ain't put on those sweatpants. That's a moment. See how a moment can distract you? I use everything. Some moments can distract you from what you're doing. You got to learn to ignore those moments. Okay. But for her to look this good, she had to do some things to prepare. She had to color coordinate. All right now. The sweater is flowing with the skirt, and the skirt is flowing with the blouse, and God! She was preparing for what? For a moment. And then she threw on the pearls and threw the makeup on, and she did something with her eyes. I had to ask her, was those real? I said, are those eyes? She said, I always had these eyes. I say, man, it must have been something you did with that liner. So you got to know how to work it well. And her eyes was just glowing, and you know, we weren't getting, I'm just like, wow. See, some of you brothers need to look at your wife and start saying, wow. Instead of like, okay, see you later. Because believe me, there's a devil out there that will compliment her. And same thing, sister, there's a sister out there that tell him, oh, you're a mighty man. Some of you married couples better catch this moment. Because some of you, you're lacking. I know about the spirit you're lacking. Amen. And she's all color coordinated. Now, she was, what were you preparing yourself for what? To come to what? To come to church. You were going to come to church. Now I'm going to ask you, and you coming to church, did you realize that you may be standing up here at this moment?
No. Not at all.
So, but in those things that you, for just one moment in time, you got yourself together. But actually, you were preparing yourself for this. To be an example to the people at this moment. You didn't even realize the moment that you were preparing yourself for. Amen? Amen. Glory to God, thank you so much. Looking so good. Look at somebody say, are you preparing yourself?
Are you preparing yourself
for a moment, that you don't even know yet?
that you don't even know yet?
To God be the glory.
And if you are, then what you got to understand, you got to take every moment and maximize. How many of you sisters can spend some time in the mirror this morning? And if you didn't, we know. Okay, I didn't mean that. Look at somebody that looked in shock and say, Pastor love you. I would never tell you that, you know. Lord, help me out of this. He said, you did that in flesh. Okay. I repent, Lord. Okay, let's look at the scripture then. Okay, look at 1 Samuel chapter 17, verses 34 to 36. Let's look at the scripture, okay? How can you preach and get in the flesh? Easy. Amen. Yeah. Look at somebody say he missed the moment. That's all. Let's get sorry. Going on with God, though. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and he smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them. And seeing he had defied the armies of the living God. See, David never knew. See, you got to understand this. David never realized that he was going to face a giant. Never knew it. The Bible doesn't even teach that David knew a giant was coming. He never knew that he was going to be in that position. But what he did was, and what he was doing in the position that he was in, he was preparing himself, or God knew that he was preparing himself to be successful. Amen? Amen. Understand what you're doing now can prepare you for a God-given assignment. What you're doing now can prepare you for a God-given assignment. I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everything I ever done in life and in ministry. Amen. You know, I told you the cab driving story?
Yes, sir.
Amen. I never thought that I would be using that cab driving story to talk about maximizing the moment. But that was part of preparing me for teaching you about maximizing your moment. See, some of you look at a moment and you say, it's not going to mean anything. Listen, understand this. Don't take any moment lightly. Don't take anything you do for God lightly. Don't take anything you do for people and people that you love lightly, because you don't know what they need at that time. Amen. What you're doing now is preparing you for a bigger assignment, sister, brother. And the thing about it, everybody gets an opportunity. Look at somebody and say, you got an opportunity. You got an opportunity for your next assignment. This is getting you ready for the next assignment. Recognize it. This 10 months that you're here. Now, some of you know, you only got 2 months yet left. You only got 2 months left. 2 months left. 2 months. This is a word. Maximize the 2 months. Maximize the time. I remember one individual came up to me and they say, listen, it looks like, I done missed my time here. I done missed my time here. And I should have been here. And I say, listen, we just going to believe God that he's a God of another chance. And so just, come on in. Let's maximize this appointed time. Amen. And let's see what God will do. Look at somebody say, maximize your time. Maximize the time you got right now. Oh, I've been living 70 years. I've been living 70, and I haven't really done anything for God. Yeah, listen, you got some more time. Look me in the eye, say, you got some more time. You are not at the end of you are not at the end. You are not at the end. This is the time to maximize. This is the time that you're in to release your wisdom. Come on now. To release understanding. To pray for those that are hurting. To pray for those that are lost. This is the time to maximize the time that you're in. Amen.